Hey, Greg Silva here. Hey, today's video is going to be a little bit different. We've been talking a lot about motivation. We've been talking a lot about structure of class. We've been talking about becoming good finders and making compliments. Today we're going to get more into teaching techniques. And what I really want to do is get into qualities of a champion. The first one we're going to do is called speed. Paul Garcia and I were talking about the qualities of a champion, what really makes up a good black belt. We were watching class one time, and I saw the instructor was out there and say, I want you to be faster, I want you to be faster. And Paul and I are looking at each other and say, there's some frustration happening right now because the students out there think they're trying their best. And when they think they're doing their best, and the instructor says, be faster, what's the student thinking? I'm being as fast as I can. Teach me how to be faster. So today we're going to talk about speed. I'm going to just show it with a back fist, but we're going to break it down into reaction time, economy of motion, being explosive, and being deceptive. So we're going to start with the students in line, and they're just going to be staying in line throwing back fists. And we're going to have them do it a few times and say, okay, guys, you're doing great. What we really want to do is work on reaction time. Reaction time is one of the most important parts of speed. I mean, if I had two of you guys race, in fact, let's just try this. And you pick out two students, you put them at one end of the room, and have them race to the other end of the room. Now, one's going to be faster. Someone would say, okay, let's try it again. And this is where you have to be a little sneaky. You're going to kind of stand next to the kid who is the fastest. You're going to say, on your mark, get set, go. And just when you say go, you're going to grab the faster kid for a second so he can't get off the line, and they're going to race again. And say, hey, see, the fastest kid doesn't always win the race. What happened there is I held one back, so he couldn't react quickly. So reaction time is probably the most important part of speed. So when we're doing this back fist, by the time I say go, you're done. I mean, that's how quick it has to be. So now they're working again, they're working on the reaction time, and say, hey guys, let's pretend we're doing this race again. Now, if I race from here to there, and I went in a straight line, but you had to go around the room, who's going to get there faster? Now, the whole idea is to teach them economy of motion. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. If we want to throw our back fist, we want to make sure we throw in a straight line. Most people don't do that. Most people rechamber it thinking they're going to throw it harder, and so then they throw it out. So the whole idea here is now we're working on reaction time, but also economy of motion. So when you say to punch or you say to go, they're going straight to their target, and they're going to have fast reaction time. Next thing we're going to say, okay, guys, let's talk about being explosive. If you're going to fire a gun, once you pull that trigger, that bullet's moving at 100 miles an hour. Now, it doesn't start off at 20 miles an hour and get faster and faster and faster. It just explodes. This is how you want to be on your back fist. You have to be decisive in your decision. When you throw it, you go from 0 to 100 immediately. So now they're working on that. So, guys, everyone got it? This is what I want you to do. You're going to get a partner. You're getting your fighting stance. One partner is going to put up a hand pad. When you lift the hand pad up, that's like seeing an opening. The other person has to immediately hit the target. So now you have one person standing there, and he brings up a target, almost like he's going to parry a back fist. And once the hand's there, the other partner has to react and strike it. So now we're really working on reaction time, working on economy of motion, and working on explosive. And then towards the end of class, I say, guys, there's one more thing to do, and that's to be deceptive. Deceptive would be like this. If there's a car parked, and all of a sudden it started moving forward, is that easy to see? Of course it is. But what if the car is already doing 60 miles an hour and accelerates to 80? See, that's a subtle difference. I want you to be that car at 60 miles an hour. So now I want you moving. This is where Aaron Reese is really good. He teaches the kids how to be deceptive by doing things like scratch the record or salt and pepper, so he gets those hands into motion. Now we switch the drill up a little. I'm just going to hold the target, and you're going to have to hit it with a back fist. If I see you coming, I'm going to move it out of the way. But if you're deceptive, if you've got good movement, if you're explosive, if you've got good reaction time, you've got economy of motion, chances are you're going to hit that target sometimes. And the whole idea is to let's see if we can work on the students so the student can actually hit with a back fist before move the hand away. Now, to set up the students for success, make sure the distance starts off pretty close. So now there's a good chance of having this person hit the target. And then challenge them. Okay, get a little farther away. Can you still hit the target before I move it away? What if I move a little farther away? So now you train the kids to become faster. They're being deceptive. They really understand what speed is. Okay, now as a master instructor, you've probably known all this. You've been to a Joe Louis seminar, Ed Parker seminar. You know these type of techniques. But for a beginner instructor, they need reminders like this. So it's not teaching speed by saying, hey, go faster. Teaching speed is by teaching the qualities and principles involved in speed. I know this was a fast technique. I only have so much time on my camera. I also respect your time and want to get all this done in 5 or 6 minutes. But that's 5 minutes that you can stretch out to a 45-minute class where you really teach the importance of speed and how to become faster. Until next week, or I'll be here same next week, Greg Silva. Have a good one. Thanks.